Yo, what's up, guys? It's Clement here again. Now, a lot of people who have watched my channel probably know that I collect music CDs, but a lot of people have probably been wondering why I don't collect stuff such as vinyls and cassettes. Well, today I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys why. I'm going to tell you guys why I absolutely don't understand why people love vinyl so much, and to an extent, I don't understand why people like cassettes either. Before I enter this video, though, I am going to be quite harsh at times, and the reason why is because I'm just genuinely confused on why people want to choose vinyls over CDs. So, please do not take anything in this video with a grain of salt. I mean, Jesus Christ, there's literally Hello Neighbor playing in the background of this video. So, obviously, it's not going to be anything too serious. So, don't, go to, someone who likes vinyl and say, "You suck," or something like that. Please be nice. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about why CD is so much better than vinyl in basically every single way. First of all, if you guys didn't know, CDs came out after vinyl. When vinyl first came out, it had a bunch of different versions, like the phonograph, etc. But it really didn't catch on until around the 1930s, where the first few vinyl-esque records were made. But around the 1950s is where the first few vinyl records actually started to be produced. And, well, they sure existed. A lot of people just decided to buy a bunch of them because, well, it was really the only way to listen to music. And also, there really wasn't any radios at the time either, which meant that basically the only way to listen to the music you want to listen to is, well, on the record player. Sometimes there would be something on the television, but it was very rare. Barely any bands really used the television, and music videos weren't popularized until MTV came around, which basically meant that the only true way you could really play music was on these dinky little pieces of shit. But thankfully, around 1982, the first CDs were made. CDs were made to be compact, small, easy to use, and obviously, they're so much better than vinyl in so many ways. I still don't understand why people prefer vinyl over CDs, and that's exactly what I'm going to talk about today in full depth, in my opinion. First of all, probably the biggest thing that I want to say is that I really don't understand the price behind vinyl and CDs. Vinyls are always like $30, way more sometimes, whereas CDs are honestly a lot more tame at around $10 at worst, and around $3 at best if you're at a thrift store. Overall, though, vinyls are just way more expensive in so many ways. And the reason why is because they're just so much worse for the environment. Because they're made out of a certain material that's not extremely hard to find, but pretty hard to find compared to CDs. And obviously CDs still kind of ruin the environment, but at least they're small, and at least they can be used in multiple different players. Like, you could pop a CD into your Xbox, into your car, and it will play almost all the way through. But with a vinyl player, you can't transport it literally anywhere, to be honest. The only places where you can really put it are on a record player, and, well, yeah, that's basically about it, man. A lot of people that I've met who collect vinyl say that they enjoy vinyl for the aesthetic. Me personally, I don't want to look at an album cover. I want to listen to the music. Isn't that the whole point of music? I know that a lot of people like to consider music an art. And you know what? Honestly, it kind of is. But by art, it's more of a piece of human literature that's meant to live on for on and on and on, forever and always. It's not meant to be hanged up on your wall, rotting, never being used at all. Some people even seal these motherfuckers. You're sealing art. Who does that? Obviously, some people put paintings in a portrait, but music. How do you put music in a portrait, guys? You're hanging this stuff up on your wall, come on. Now, I know a few people who collect vinyls do listen to their records, but even then, there's a lot of problems here. First of all, with CDs, if you've ever scratched a CD, you guys probably know that unlike DVDs and Blu-rays, these things are freaking invincible. Seriously, they could have, they could be scratched beyond no end. They look like they came straight out of hell, but they'll still work because they're just more durable. And also because the data layer is very, very low into the synthetic material of the CD, and because of that, it makes it much harder to break. With vinyl, it's literally hand-carved sound in a grooved tablet. Because of that, it makes it so much harder to maintain the sound without breaking it or snapping it in half. And honestly, I know a lot of people who, like, have a bunch of vinyls and they have to keep them in the best condition possible. Like, they can't even be brought out into sunlight or else they're going to, like, freaking melt or whatever. And if you, like, even put, like, a slight pressure onto it, it's gonna warp and you're gonna have to put books on it or something. Vinyls are just so bad when it comes to just existing. Like, CDs don't die when they're put in sunlight. Yes, they may go a little haywire if you put them out in the heat for too long, but not sunlight. I've put CDs out in the sunlight before, and they work literally better than yesterday. And whenever I put a vinyl outside, it's going to be automatically way worse. Now, the reason why I say if I had a vinyl is because I don't own vinyls. I own like 80 CDs. And I also own a few cassettes, but I don't really use them. I think my other family members use them a lot more than me. But I do not own any vinyl. And the reason why is because vinyl is just bad. Like, why would I want this big-ass slab tablet of music when I could just either go online and stream it or just have it in a more compact form? Exactly. Vinyls are way worse than CDs. And I know that there's probably a few other reasons here that I haven't said because of one thing or another, but basically my whole point about vinyls is that they're just way worse than CDs, man, in a lot of different ways. Now, I could continue on and on about like how vinyls are too big and they take up too much space and stuff like that, but I'm not going to be like that. All I'm going to say is that when it comes to art, they're pretty decent. But who the hell wants to hang up art on their wall? Exactly.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Dumbasses. Just kidding. Don't harass anyone who hangs up vinyls on their walls. I'm just saying that I don't get it. Like, I don't get why people do that. I like to listen to my music because isn't that the whole goddamn point of a vinyl record? But, yeah, that's basically about it. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope I see a bunch of other people suggesting the other reasons why CD sucks and vinyl is better, and why vinyl sucks and CDs are better, because obviously that's the side I'm hanging more towards. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this a lot. I mean, it really does mean a lot to me. Thank you guys so much for helping out my channel, and, yeah, that's basically about it. Love you guys. Bye.